Hello and welcome back to Central Kansas. The cat is way up there running around. Someone suggested that I run the cat these two directions versus long ways because then it won't get stuck part way down a row. And you know what? That made a bleeding heck of a lot of sense. So that's what I've done. Let's get in the right forward here. So there's a bunch of things we've got to do, but first I need to make sure that cat doesn't get too full. We're also kind of in a time crunch. We're in a time crunch because if you look up in the top right of my screen there, it looks like it's going to rain according to the predictions. And unlike here in Colorado, the game is extremely accurate. When it says it's going to rain, it's going to rain. So I'm hoping that we can get, if not all, at least a large component of our crop in before it rains. That would be my preference. We have to take care of some other things. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to get out there before the cat's full. Anyway, there's some other things we have to take care of. Last time I asked you guys, I think he's going to be over here. Let's see, what did I ask you? Oh, I asked, should I keep the bale? Should I keep the bale? Should I keep the front loader? And should I get well, should I keep the front loader and do silage, or should I get the big baler, or should I get the I've done forgot. Oh, the other bale thingy, the hireable bale. The resounding decision, I think, from everybody, not true. There were some of you who voted various different directions, but the resounding winner is sell the lizard, get the baler, the big baler, and go ahead and run some big bales. But that I should also stay sort of with silage and kind of do a partial silage. We're driving on the crops. Yes, I know, it's terrible. World's going to end. Stop. There. But don't completely like stop doing silage. Sort of like break it up. So do like I'm doing here, do a couple of runs with bales, and then do some silage work. Someone also suggested that, and I don't remember whether it was in the comments or a private message or on Facebook or Twitter or what, someone suggested that I plant this field here in canola and plant the field closest to the silage facility in barley, and then buy. Did anyone suggest it? DOS suggested it. DOS suggested I buy the other field that's close. Let's pull up the. DOS suggested I get field 9 or field 3 and plant that in wheat because it's right there by the silage facility, so it's a quick drive instead of all the way over here. So that is a possibility. I don't see that as a bad idea. So we might do that. I'm not sure. Yeah. So how are we doing over here? You're not going to be able to reach me, are you? No, you're not, because I parked poorly. Well, booger. Fine, fine. I'll learn how to park next time, I promise. The other advantage of doing the harvest like this is that the cat will end up down nice and close to the next field to be done, so I don't have it stuck all the way up here, which will be a advantage, I think. Okay, let's park it there. Now let's go to the other one. Now, oh, the other thing that I asked about, selling the horse seeder. And the resounding answer was yes, sell the horse seeder because it was really kind of overkill for what we were doing. So we're going to do that. We're going to sell this seeder. And we're going to go with the 3-point seed drill for our test field. Someone suggested just use the condor. And that's great because it would be like a pass of the condor and be done with it. The problem is it's not going down, is it? No. You didn't even make it back here. Dope. All right. The problem with that is I want the ability to kind of take care of this fields a little bit separately, so I can use the 3-point while other things are going on. That's sort of what I'm trying to get at here. Yeah. And I think that with this harvest we will pass over 1.2 million and we can go ahead and pick up a windmill. Imagine that. We just crossed the halfway point of the season and we're already going to pick up our first windmill. We're just rocking along. Now I'm also debating about picking up another harvester. Probably not another cat because you all know the thing drinks fuel like nobody's business. Go. Maybe an in-game harvester. I don't know. It's just at this point it's just kind of a thought, kicking around the idea, because with another harvester I could really increase the speed at which I do these fields. Start them on opposite sides of this big field and work them together or something like that. Okay. Now let's, not you, you. Now the downside of selling the lizard, of course, is silage. Well, I've got the John Deere. Yeah, this is a John Deere. No, it's not. I've got the Ford here that can do a little bit of silage. But I figured if silage becomes a big thing, obviously the thing to do would be to buy the cat. So let's sell that. Let's go ahead and go to Cedars. Boop, boop. Get the 3-point. And let's also go back to front loaders and get the bucket. There we go. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Goofing around. Watch what you're doing. There we go. Alright, there we go. So that was a positive increase in our funds. Well, minor, but enough for me to be happy, right? And then we'll move the lizard over there. I need to go empty the cat here again. In fact, we need to do that now. Or not, because he's already going to turn around. Bother. And this is the other thing, is freaking field drives me crazy. It's just, it's constant. I'm not sure if this really gains me anything, this this short field work like this. But you're not going to make it all the way across, are you? No. Nice. Right there. Right where I don't want you to be, because it'll make it harder for me to turn around. Whatever. So yeah, we're a failure there. Good job. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I knackered that up. Screw it. Going around again. Whee. I wish the trailer didn't do that. Some of you have told me I need to go and get the man truck. Yes, I probably do need to go get the man truck. That would be really nice. And we might consider that after we've got our windmill, because we did make the goal, one of the goals being having a windmill. I think someone even told me like 2 windmills or something like that. And I kind of laughed and I was like, I'm not even going to get 1 windmill. What are you talking about? But here we are, probably going to get our windmill this episode. Surprising, shocking even. Especially since we're playing on hard, which makes everything theoretically more difficult. Apparently not difficult enough. So how are we doing, do we think? This field is going to be a pain in the rear. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go park this over here so he unloads. Buys me a little bit of time. There. Not much, mind you. Oop, that was the one. Alright, let's head out with this guy. So we do have... Really? That's silage? Seriously? Huh. Didn't realize I silaged that. Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of that now. You know, if it's not one thing, it's like 6 others, right? Yeah, pretty much. This is yes, that's the other thing. Everyone was saying, do courseplay, you need the courseplay mod, you need the courseplay mod. You're right, I do. Thing is, I haven't mod reviewed the courseplay mod. And so I don't want to just dump it into this game if I haven't done a mod review on it. The other problem is, believe it or not, mod reviews are already done for Season 2. I've already finished all of them. They're all cut in the hopper. Even though they're not all up. So all 25 are done. And the reason they're all done already is because it takes me a good week or more to do the award shows. So in order to have the award show, I have to get all that stuff done early. Now that means that courseplay isn't done for Season 2 either. In fact, courseplay will probably be one of the first ones I do in Season 3. I know I can trust Stocko. If Stocko loves it, then it's worth it. But some of you want to actually see me mess around with it before I put it into the farm. And I can respect that. I need to go empty that cat, don't I? Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. So we will get courseplay. Get off of there. It will be the first thing that we do in Season 3 of Mod Spotlights. Let's go get our Ford. Dope. He won't make that, will he? No, he won't. Alright, let's go get him. Coming. I'm coming. As fast as I can. Hurry! Hurry! Are we going to get there in time? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just in time. Small victories, small victories. Stop. So yeah, we'll do courseplay. First part of Season 3, probably the very first video. I like to kind of do scripts and small stuff to start off a season. So I will do that, and then then I will put courseplay in here if I'm still here, which I should be because we're only halfway through this season. Some of you asked for more maps. Maybe. Maps are really hard to do in a 15-20 minute spotlight. So I will do what I can, but I can't make any promises that I'll add more maps into the mod spotlight schedule. They were actually one of the overall one of the less popular spotlights. The only the only spotlights that were less popular were the ones like the IMT 2-furrow plow, which was extremely unpopular. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can finally. What are we doing? We're finishing this. That's right. Then we can sell this guy and pick up the big bale stuff because we need the big baling. And I might, what I'm thinking here is the best thing for me to do is going to be to not bother you guys watching this. Squeaky. Where did that come from? And I'm probably going to pause the video here in a few moments. And that 6% tells me that my trailer is probably full. Wonderful. What do we think? Is the trailer full? Ford? No. Lizard? Yeah. Well, the problem with that is it's not on my on my little mod there. Alright. Yeah, let me pause it here. I'm going to bunker everything again, and I'll finish the silo. I'll just park the lizard. I won't sell the lizard until we come back. And yeah, we'll find out how much barley we got, and it should be about what we got last time. I'm not going to do the super small field, because remember we manured that field. So I'm not going to do the super small field. I'll do that on screen and find out if our yield changes at all from the fertilizer yield. Y'all say it won't, but you know, might as well find out for sure. So we'll be right back when the two big fields are done and we're ready to harvest the small field. So I just wanted to come back. We were flying through our harvest, going so well, but as you can see, it has started to rain here in central Kansas, or snow or sleet or whatever the heck you want to call it. So we have to stop threshing for now. So we're gonna unload this guy so that when we start threshing again, we won't have to do anything, because, well, he was almost full anyway. So there you go. It'll probably rain for a little bit, but not too long. While it rains, however, we will take this opportunity to sell the lizard. Yeah, wait for the preheater, blah blah blah. Alright, let's get the lizard out of here. Or sell. Bye-bye, lizard. Okay, and while we're here, we're going to also go ahead and buy baling tech. Baling tech. We are going to buy the Massey because, why not? So we're going to go ahead and buy the Massey and the Super Chaser. I'm not going to get the bale bumper, the bale pusher, because I think I can aim properly. I think I can aim properly. So there we go. We got this stuff. I brought this Ford out here. A couple of you said that this Ford wouldn't be able to handle this. You're probably right. In real life, it wouldn't. We're going to see if it can handle it in the game, because, well, you know, it's just a game. Alright, looks like it does. Can we bale collect while it's raining? I wonder. Let's find out. So we made it about halfway down the big field here before it started raining. Kind of a bummer that it just wanted to just start raining on harvest day. But what are you going to do? Not much. We've got 2 or 3. How many trailers was it? Almost 3 full trailers worth of barley already, plus whatever this tractor has in it right now. So yeah, we're progressing along towards about halfway, or just over halfway done with this field, which is good. Just need the rain to stop. Just need the rain to stop. How many farmers would say that, right? I need the rain to stop. Well, I guess on harvest day they might. Huh. Anyway, so we're going to go and see if we can bale while it rains. This would be nice if we could. Alright, let's stop. F1. Alright. Work position is X. Okay. Then we need to work light front, work light back, no. Turn baler on. Transport position, no. Lower pickup, V. There we go. Turn on with B. It does appear. Let's try level 2. Oh, good. We cannot drive, but that's a different problem altogether. But we can bale while it rains. Sweet. That's excellent. Lets us get a little bit of work done that otherwise we would have had to do later anyway. So I'm cool with that. Yeah, we'll see how many bales we get off this field. These big giant bales. And they sell for a good chunk of change, so that isn't gonna hurt us in any way. So this is a $90,000 baler, basically 120 grand when you add in the super chaser. So we're looking to get, you know, something estimating close to 120 out of these before we sell them. That would be good. At least make our money even out. Because otherwise, well, what's the point, right? Okay. Looks like we're going to drop our first bale soon enough. And I think I'm going to go with the one person suggestion. I'm going to put canola up on this field because it is such a pain in the butt of a field to deal with. So I think I'm going to canola this field. I'll keep the field close to the silos. In barley, I might rotate wheat through there. I might even do Doss's suggestion and buy another field nearby to rotate that crop in. It will probably inevitably mean I'm going to need to go and get the Caterpillar front loader, but you know, I'm kind of okay with that. The Lizard was an in-game vehicle. We didn't want in-game vehicles. We did it out of expedience. And because the Cat is just so expensive when you start out like that. So somebody also told me I need to do corn. Corn is kind of a pain in the butt. The best I've got is an 8-row corn head off of the get that off the screen, off of the Cat. And yeah, I know some of you are saying that's normal, that's normal, that's normal. I know there's big corn heads out there, and there was one for the John Deere. I'm not sure I want to deal with that little 8-row corn head. I know I could go get the silage thing and turn it all into silage and sell it or put it into the front loader simulator, but don't know if I want to do that. So we're doing well. We got several bales already. If the rain keeps up, we might bale everything down to where the harvester is right now. That'd be good. Be basically caught up to the harvester. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much where we're at. I'm just going to be doing this until it stops raining, and then I'll set the harvester off again, and hopefully we'll finish up this big field, and we'll finish up the other field. We'll come back and spend some money. We'll make some money, and then we'll spend some money. Whatever. Yes. Anyway, we'll be back hopefully soon with everything done, or if something interesting happens, like, you know, tornado drops from the sky and sucks up a cow or something like that. Yeah, we'll be back. Well, it looks like rain has finally cleared off. It just stopped while I was driving the tractor back from dumping it off. I was bored. So it looks like we can finally, after what I think is a 5-hour rain delay almost. What? Are you seriously telling me that you still think it's wet? Is that really what you're saying? That's really what you're saying. Don't thrush during rain or hail. It's not doing either. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Anyway, okay. Well, we're apparently going to have to hang out a little longer. We got 34. Yeah, 34 bales plus the one in the Massey now. So that's 35 bales off of the field so far. And 185,000 liters of barley already. So we're on our way. I'm kind of wishing it hadn't rained, because good grief, pretty much ruins your entire day. We're gonna have to harvest at night, I guess. Anyway, we'll be back once this field and the other big field are done harvesting. Well, we're back. I've finally finished bunkering all of the grain. It's actually the next physical day. In fact, it's blazing bloody hot today. It is unbelievable. It's like, right now it's like working on the surface of the sun, I swear. I have west-facing windows in my office, and yeah, it's hot. Just unbelievably hot up here. All right, so we are going to hire our worker. I've gotten all the fields. You see the stacks of bales over there? Yeah, it's all the bales. We've baled up everything. So we're going to start this guy going. Let's go ahead and get him going. And then, this guy. We all hooked up? Yeah, we're all hooked up. And hire him. That's working, right? Yes. Yes? Yes, okay. Alright, so last time we did this field, we got 9,875 liters when we fertilized and cultivated. And this time we fertilized this field with poo. So we're about to find out if it changed anything. Y'all say it doesn't. You're probably right. Anyway, so we are going to seed a field. This field is going to get itself harvested. We have to get rid of those bales, and we have to sell all the barley that we've got, and then we're going to buy some stuff. Yeah, how about that? So while we're waiting on this guy to finish, and let's actually get into this one. Yep. Cool. Okay, so while we're waiting on him to finish, he won't be but a second. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys about a couple things. Well, one main thing that has been bothering me for a while. And it's starting to get on my nerves. If you don't know what a honey badger is, you don't know the honey badger video, go look up the honey badger video on YouTube. They don't give a, that's the whole line, basic. There's a curse word there, but you get the idea. Usually I am a honey badger, but I'm getting really tired of the hateful, angry, evil comments on my videos, not just directed at me. I don't care about that. I'll just turn off the comments if you guys annoy me too much in there. I'm tired of the attacks against each other because somebody likes a John Deere and somebody else likes a Case and whatever. Stop it. Be civil with each other, for goodness sakes. It's really annoying. Okay, I got that off my chest. Back to normal scheduled derp. Come on, dude. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. That looks like it's a full thing of sheepy wool. Is it a full thing of sheepy wool? No, it is not a full thing of sheepy wool, but it's close. Okay. What are we going to get? 9,875 is the target magic number. If I add that bit right there, yeah. Okay. Someone said it was the same. Yeah, you're right. Okay. What, am I too close? You don't like that? Really? Seriously. Oh, I bet you that is not all the way out. Well, of course not. Why would it be all the way out? Alright, now it's all the way out. Okay. Turn that off. And get in here. Alright, so, yep, poo is the same as the pellets. Someone said that. You're right. I'm really not shocked that you're right, mind you. Just pointing that out. From the other two fields, we got 472,141 liters of barley, which is exactly what I would expect because that matches up with what we got last time. Cool. How many chicky eggs do I have? 15 more. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, cool. So now we're going to run this right about there. Alright, one of the things we're probably going to end up having to do is buy another tractor because this is getting ridiculous with just two of them. I said, I don't remember whether I said it on Twitter or what, but I have decided that the Central Kansas map is the spawn of Stan. If you don't understand that reference, you haven't read enough Get Fuzzy, and shame on you. But it is the spawn of Stan for single players. It's just so ridiculous. So yeah, we're not going to do a map quite like this for any other seasons because wow. It's just ridiculous. I know courseplay would help a little bit, but courseplay will not resolve a lot of the problems that I have with this map. There. A lot of the problems I have with this map is just sheer size of everything. The fields and everything. I mean, I know it's normal, but it is definitely a multiplayer friendly map. And I hear you now. I hear a large number of you going, I'll help you, I'll help you, I'll help you. I know you will, I know you will. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for one very simple reason. My computer is not going to be a server. If this computer turns into a server, then I can't make other videos because it's actually a pretty heavy load on the computer the way that Giant has the multiplayer set up. Relatively. That being said, I am was a Ulule or Ululi or whatever, basically a European like Kickstarter type thing for Giant to do their server edition of Farming Simulator 2013. And I backed it at a level that I will get the beta. So as soon as the beta comes out and lands in my inbox, there's a company that lets you, that part of the whole thing, they're going to basically provide really low cost server space for Farming Simulator peeps. So when the beta lands in my inbox, I'll get a server set up, and then I'll have to deal with how I'm going to handle that. But the other thing is, I'm not gonna have people on my Let's Play farms because, well, most of y'all are good, but there are always the trolls, and I'm really not going to deal with that. Alright, so looks like we are one bale. Well, whatever. Alright, turn it off. Raise that. What was the button to dump the bale? Empty baler. Unload baler. Unload. K. Go. Off the back. Good bale. Good-ish bale, maybe? I don't know. Let's go put this up. Transport position. So I'm going to sell the am I going to sell the Abbey? I might sell the Abbey and get a bigger one. Unfortunately, the Abbey manure handling pack, they don't really have a lot of spread to them. So the in-game ones are actually better than the Abbey for that. And yeah, several of you are going to list a whole bunch of mods I should do for manure handling. Yeah, I know. I know.